So this is the Elements of Spirit reading for the air element for December 19th, 2016. Again, this is just reading to sort of help you work with this element of air as I get a little air bubble, a little hiccup throughout the course of this week. Okay, so I get something really clear here, which is think before you speak. And there's something here which is just informing me that you guys are going to be getting, that you are going to be getting a little bit trigger happy this week in a way that makes me feel really good for you. It feels like you have the, and this is air signs, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. So it feels to me like you're going to want to be making big moves, big decisions, and taking big actions based on emotional reactions, based on a very watery element trying to kind of overwhelm you. And it feels like it's going to push the kind of top layer of whatever's on your mind out of you and into the world. So I have this feeling of just saying to you guys, like, think before you speak, because if you just surrender to the flow of what's moving through you, that thing that it feels frivolous and, not so threatening while it's kicking around on the top of your head comes out of your mouth and is heard by the person, place, or thing that is stimulating it. And it causes problems. Now, to tie this back to our initial ether reading in terms of putting your big boy or big girl pants on and making sure that those are sexy pants, it feels like you're going to be feeling yourself in a moment. And it feels like you kind of got to watch this through the week, up until Friday. It feels like you're going to be feeling yourself in such a moment that you are just like, I'm everything, I'm every woman, I'm every man. Oh God, what did I say? So this is not to say to restrain yourself in any way. This is not to say to censor yourself in any way. But it's funny because last week I was saying to you, don't overwhelm yourself too much. You've got too much on your mind. There's too much stuff happening. This week, when we hit the solstice on Wednesday, is going to bring a almost discomforting grounding factor to you. Might feel like you have the wind knocked out of you. And so I sense that your energy is going to be kind of wonky as you get into Wednesday and Thursday, in that it's almost like re-entry, like you're floating around in space and then all of a sudden, wha-boom! And so my feeling is that like you hit the floor, like a ton of bricks, you sort of pick yourself up and put on some lipstick and kind of get yourself out in the game, and you're feeling yourself so thoroughly that you're not thinking about what you say, and you say it and it ends up hurting colleague, friend, loved one, and you didn't really mean it to begin with. I like this. So rather than think before you speak, it's I listen before I speak. Even if it's just for a moment. It's not my favorite affirmation. I think this is our affirmation. It's not my favorite just because it's not super duper empowering. It feels a little bit of like a reminder, but I'm going to go with this here. And it seems like there's enough of you being pulled in many different directions, which is normal for an air sign anyway, but it just feels like there's enough of you being pulled in many different directions that you want to use this as like an affirmation to literally get a modicum of control over yourself, in which even if you don't believe it, you repeat to yourself, I listen before I speak, I listen before I speak, I listen before I speak, I listen before I speak. I listen and now I speak. And they're like, yes, Michael, that's enough. Wrap it up. Time to move on. So that's your affirmation for the week. I listen before I speak. Stay close. Stay centered. And enjoy yourself and listen before you speak. All of my love.